Hello guys, good morning. This is FTS once again. I am not a financial advisor, neither do I give financial advice. This video is for educational purpose only. And as you know, past profit do not guarantee future results. The Forex market is volatile as you take your trades and price management. So we saw the outcome of the CPI news today, right? So we saw it was below market expectations, and this has given President Trump the green light to cut rates, right? So from the outcome of the CPI, right? Yeah, we saw that stocks, the 10 years bond yield, right? Yeah, market crashed against it and the dollar fell. Yeah, that was a massive drop for the dollar, right? Yeah, we expected the dollar to have a move to the downside, right? Yeah, and that was what happened. Okay, so the dollar formed a new low. So that was how the market happened because of the CPI, right? CPI was below market expectations, so you can see the outcome of the CPI, the take from the CPI, right? So here are the key takeaways from the US CPI report for the month of July, right? So we saw that the headline inflation slowed in July to a zero point 0.2 monthly pace, helped by 0.1 dip in groceries and a 1.1 decrease in energy costs, right? Core inflation accelerated to 0.3% on the month and to 3.1 on a 12-year basis, right? Exceeding forecasts propelled by service price such as airline fares and dental services. So the report broadly matched projection, leaving expectations in place for the Federal Reserve to resume cutting rates next month and causing the stock and treasuries to rise. Yeah. So if you look at the stock market, right? If you look at the Nasdaq hundreds, right? We saw a sharp rally, S&P 500 saw a sharp rally, and US 30, right? So we saw a sharp rally, but the 10 years bond yield and the dollar index, they go hand in hand, they crash, right? Yeah, so what it was surprised to me is the gold market, right? See, gold is still here. So for the analysis we did last time, gold was supposed to rally from here, but because of the tariffs I showed us, I posted on the Telegram channel, right? Yeah, the reasons why gold crashed because of Trump before. I think as of last week, over the weekend, there was a rumor that he would likely tax it. They would likely place a 100% tariff on importation of gold to the United States. But all of a sudden, there was a U-turn, and he said he's no longer taxing. He's no longer putting tariffs on gold, right? So that was why the gold market crashed, right? So you can see some sentimental and news events from key personnel like the president of the United States can alter market sentiment, right? Yeah. Nevertheless, gold is still bullish because since he has given a signal of cutting rates because they needed a poor a poor outlook of the CPI, right, for them to cut rate, right? So previously the CPI was 2.8%, right? So now it's now 2.7%, right? CPI year of year, average inflation year of year is now 2.7%. So and this has given Trump the green light to cut rate. So next month we're expecting a rate cut, right? So let's just head back to the Fed Watch 2 and see the probability of the rate cuts. Let's see how it has been. So this is a Fed rate watch tool. So this tool is used to monitor the next rate meeting and probability of cutting rate, right? So last time we saw probability of cutting rate was 88%. Now it is now 94%, right? So by September, the probability that they will likely go to cut rate by 25 basis points, right? So by 17th of September, that's going to be the next rate meeting, which is roughly um 35 days from today, and probability of cutting rate, right? Yeah, is a 94.8%, right? So you can see that they have already priced in for rate cut, and pricing in for rate cut means um pricing in for rate cut means the dollar is going to be devalued. That is what it is, right? So we're expecting a move to the downside for the dollar, right? So technically, this analysis is still valid, right? Yeah, because so this is dollar index. I've always said dollar index is used to scale the dollar, right? So it's when you measure the dollar against it is the measure of dollar against the eight basket of major currency traded in the forex market, right? Yeah, we'll talk about you measure the dollar against the pound sterling, against Kiwi, against Aussie, against yen, against fiber, against loonie, right? Yeah. So when you measure the dollar against these currencies, so which dollar index to scale this with dollar index to make to trade dollar, right? Yeah. So once you can understand how dollar index move, you can easily trade every other pair because most of them are positively correlated and some of them are negatively correlated, right? So if you can analyze dollar very well, you can easily trade the dollar index pair very well. So technically, this is still possible, right? Yeah. Price might rally again, and price it can still drop from here again. This is towards time frame. Market can move from here, and yeah, because this has made this because now we have equal highs here, right? So technically, price might use this place, and price might come back from there, right? So for me, I'm still bearish on the dollar, right? Yeah, from dollar index, we are still bearish, right? Yeah, we're still bearish on dollar index, and the dollar, we're bearish on dollar. We're still bullish on gold, right? Yeah, no mistaken. The dollar is still bearish, right? No matter what happens, the dollar is still bearish because they are priced in for rate cut, and investors are really they already know what's up with the market, right? So this is USD JPY analysis, right? Yeah, I had this analysis within the week when I was doing I had this when I did my weekly market review, right? That price will rally to this point before, yeah. So we still have, I'm trying to look out for entry at this point, right? So this fair value gap is still valid because, this bearish order block is still likely to be valid for me because, uh, let me check here. Okay. Okay. The zone. Okay, let's see the zone. For me, it's still okay. But I'm still looking for a bearish move for that, right? Yeah, I'm still looking for a bearish move. So for this one, I think I did this one, but it broke it. It used the price used it as liquidity, right, and came down all the way to this level. Let me see. Okay, okay, price used here, right? Yeah, and let's see the next one. Okay. Mm, okay. So price. Sorry. Using this. Okay. Mm, price might also play into this level. Okay. Yeah. So this is valid on the block, right? Let's see what happens for. Let's see. Okay. This. Mm, let's watch and see. I have to look for good possibility. Okay, I mark this level and okay. Mm, mm, Taking out something. Mm, yeah, so this was another analysis I did, but price came all the way to the fair value gap before moving, right? It didn't get into the bullish order block, right? So sometimes price make use of fair value gap, sometimes make use of the order block, right? So for gold, the analysis we did back then, for this analysis, I did a gold did 70 pips profit. Then, fortunately, because of the tariff that has been cancelled for gold, gold has to fall, right? So gold is still ranging, but for me, gold is still going to be bullish, right? Yeah, when I get a bullish entry, I will likely go for a buy on gold, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go for a buy on gold. Then for the yen, I remember this yen index, right? So price start when I was doing the weekly market review, I talked about this, right? So that was when I did this analysis and price because I use H4, the fair value gap on H4, right? Yeah, this was what I used. This zone, right? After this was the other block I use and price type to it and and price moved away. Like I said, the yen is a short-term sell, right? Yeah, and it's why the yen pairs are currently buying because when if you analyze the yen very well, you can easily get bias of the yen. You can see, right? Yeah, yen is still pushing, retest and still pushing while yen is selling the yen pairs and buying, right? Yes, yen pairs are buying, so that is it. If you can analyze the market very well, I tell you, it will become easy to trade the market. Yeah. So for me, I'm still looking for price. Uh, price my price my play around here, right? If I come to retest here, or price my use this place. Well, I'm taking price my rally up a little bit before coming down for the dollar, right? Yeah. So I think tomorrow as well we have. Let's see what we have tomorrow. Let me refresh this so that I can get because this is a new trading day. Well, today is Wednesday, right? So let's see what we have, all right? All right, so today being Wednesday, we just have good oil inventories, right? Yeah, but let me show us something on I want to show something on MT4, right? Yeah, I want to show something on MT4. I've always said no technical analysis is waste. All are good, right? Yeah, depending on the one you're using, right? So this is MT4 and this is BTMM, right? Yeah, so this used to be my signature strategy, right? Yeah, but sometimes since we cannot really use it on trading view that much, I think MP4 should be the best to do to analysis, right? So if I look at the trade setups that happened today, right? Yeah, so you can see that this is USDJPY, right? Yeah, and from USDJPY, this is how it should be, right? Yeah, and yeah, so this is a breaker, and this is the peak formation, all right? Yeah. Immediately we see this and TDI confirmation. We have a TDI divergence right here and price retested and made a LSB plus retest. I believe it's from the news, right? And here, and you can see this is clear almost let me say 30 right here and look at USDJPY, right? USDJPY, the same thing, right? So we got the breaker here, right? Yeah, got the breaker, and as price right above it, uh, here, right? Yeah, this is the source and LSB plus retest, right? Yeah, so that's the move, right? So like I said, the dollar is bearish, right? So this is almost 70 pips, right? Yeah, USD is bearish, so look at GBP USD, although the confirmation came from yesterday being Tuesday, and here it is, right? Yeah, so this is the breaker applies trade into it, right? So this is source and the TTI divergence, and that's it, right? So it didn't create today it was just within the zone, right? But yesterday was the main move, the what from the main move, right? Yeah, retest and here is it. Yeah, so for NZD USD, okay, that was NZD. This is Euro US. For Euro USD, it happened yesterday as well. Yeah, so that is this is it. Yeah, yeah, this is it. Yeah, and retest was this straight to it source. So the video is on the if you want to know about BTM and ICT, you can watch the video from the Telegram, sorry, from the YouTube channel, right? I posted it there. Day one, day two, day three. You can master it. This also key, like I said, once you master fundamental analysis for your market buyers, right? Market buyer they use technicals for entry. Like I said, all technicals are good, right? Yeah, just master anyone that is easy for you to use. The most important thing is that market bias rightly from tech, from fundamental analysis, every that thing is good, right? So it's not only ICT, not only BTMM, not only SMC, right? Not only support and resistance, any technical analysis that you can master very well, they are all good. And don't be fooled that one is better than the other, because those who trade trend line, those who trade support and resistance, demand and supply, harmonic pattern, they still have results, right? Yeah, those who train, yes, all manner of technical analysis, they are good, and people still have results, right? So I'm just trying to tell us that it's not a function of your technical analysis, right? Get the market bias rightly. I tell you, you get good results, right? Yeah, so that is it from here. So you can see from this retest here, almost 75 pips, right? Then let's see gold. Let's see gold. So gold is still ranging, right? Yeah, gold is still ranging. So yesterday, this place was, price was on ADR low, right? Yeah, this was yesterday's low, and price traded into the ADR low, and I was expecting price to peak from here. The trade market is still gathering momentum, right? So I believe price might take out this low, right, before forming LSB plus retest from here, right? So for me, I'm expecting I'm expecting uh price to trade before below yesterday's low, then create breakout source, right? Breakout source, then price to create LSB plus retest here, and then I think we can now think of buying the gold, right? Yeah, that is when I'll think of buying gold if I'm using BTMM and ICT on this setup, right? From gold. So by tomorrow, I'm waiting for price to take out this low, right? Then price should make a LSD retest for a bullish good setup, right? So that's just the beauty of, yeah, that's just the beauty, right? So that's just it, right? So that's it. If you look at total resistance, right, you see some of these things playing out nicely, right? Yeah, but I think the market didn't really go well for, okay, for support and resistance. You can see right here, from here, market tip picked from here for that. I'm trying to show us this thing. So you should not think that it's only ICT or whatsoever. No, that's not it, right? Yeah, look at it. Look at here, resistance, and we said the dollar was bearish, right? Yeah, so the market spiked into the resistance level, and boom, price drop as expected. So don't think it's only ICT or BTMM or SMC that prints results, right? Other trade setups they still print results. So this Aussie was supposed to be bullish, right? Yeah, but there's no levels here for it to tap into, right? But at least we understand that the not load the SMC and all of that that prints good results. Some of these setup they still some of these other strategies they still print good result, right? So don't think it's only, okay. Now look at USDJPY, right? Look at the sell setup, right? Yeah, sell setup. You can see the drop in and all of that, right? So that's just what I want to show us. Okay, so like I said, no technical analysis is a waste. They're all good. Know the one that works for you, right? Master it and try to understand fundamental analysis, because fundamental analysis is the market, right? So that is it for me. Okay. Yeah, so tomorrow, nothing much, right? But we'll just look out for setup. So the bias has been given. We are still continuing selling of the dollar and buying of gold, right? Yeah, so that is the most important thing, right? So that's the bias, right? So whenever any setup you get on gold for a bullish setup, take it. Bearish for USD JPY, USD CAD, USD CHF, they, they, they are all sell. Euro USD, GP USD, Aussie USD, and Kiwi USD. They are all bullish, right? Gold is bullish. Gold is bullish. Yen is yeah, bearish, right? So we can easily uh yeah, structure, right? Yeah, so price can easily tap into this level again and continue to the downside. Like I said, as you are selling the yen, as you are selling the JPY, right? JPY index, you should be buying the yen pairs. That is how it is, right? Buy. So this might be a valid OB, right? Other block from H4. Yeah, it's a valid one. Yeah, so sorry, not there. Yeah, valid other block from H4. So price may type into this again. When price gets here, you can start buying the yen pairs. You can start buying the yen pairs again, right? So you can see break of structure, and it has created yeah. So we have let me go to a lower time frame and see if I can frame this well. Yeah. All right. So equal high. Sorry, just a minute. Okay. Sometimes I do have problem with this stuff because it does its own thing somehow. So if price gets here and gives us a good bearish a candlestick pattern, bearish engulfing evening star, then I think we can stand buying the NPS again. So that is how it is going to be for me. So dollar is bearish. So I'm likely expect a retracement, right, before selling the dollar again. Just for selling dollar again. So let us look out for retracement pattern, then we can easily sell, right? But sometimes the dollar can break this level and keep pushing price to the downside possibility. But all we know is that the bias for the dollar is bearish, right? So that's it for me this evening, this morning. Sorry, this is 1:30 GMT plus 1:30 AM, right? Yeah, I was still in Asian session. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. Have a lovely week ahead. All right. Thank you.